Hi, I'm Sebastian. I'm a video producer and photographer from Cologne. My friend Tristan from Soulful Machines was invited to an exhibition by PS Speicher in Einbeck last year. I came along and shot the video for him. But I also had my stills camera with me, as I almost always do. And I had some time in between to take some photos of the exhibition. Because I had half a roll of Lomography CN400 in my camera for ages and I wanted to finally develop the new film, I took the Leica M4-P with me. The Leica M4-P is a rangefinder camera and it has no light meter, so it's not exactly the best setup to take photos of cars in dark interiors, but see for yourself. So we drove 3 hours to Einbeck, which is somewhere in the middle of Germany. The museum operators definitely sold that to us as a plus. I still ask myself where I was. The museum sees itself as a mobility museum, but it's primarily known for its motorcycle collection. I have no idea about motorcycles, but the density of men dressed like 70s rock stars who had tears of joy in their eyes was really impressive. They were really very touched.
Das Design wirkte futuristisch und hochwertig zugleich. Die Fahrstabilität war spürbar besser als bei den Vorgängermodellen und bei vielen Konkurrenten.
In the main exhibition of the museum, the history of the car and the motorcycle is shown sorted by decades. I think for children this is quite exciting, and there's also a small vintage car driving simulator, which was defended very aggressively. Speaking of kids, there was also an original prop DeLorean, and with that they had me again. For those interested, that's a DeLorean from Back to the Future Part 2, recognizable by the garbage crusher. But we were not there for the main exhibition. Instead, we had an exclusive look at the 100 years AVUS exhibition before the opening. The AVUS was a Berlin racetrack, and in the exhibition there are 16 cars to look at that have raced there over the years. Honestly, my interest was only in the BMW M1 Pro car and the DTM cars. Here are a few pictures of said DTM cars. But there were also some curiosities to marvel at, like the Opel Rack 2, which, as the name suggests, was driven with rockets, and it was driven by a maniac named Rocket Fritz. Toxic masculinity was just better back then. In the pictures where I made sure to really stand straight in front of the car, you can see a bit of the weakness of rangefinder cameras like the Leica. There's a small gap between the viewfinder and the lens that takes the actual picture. This is called parallax error, but let the grandpas from the photo forum explain that to you. This parallax error and the small rangefinder make it relatively difficult, at least for me, to take an accurate frontal photo. As for the exposure, I was surprised to hit it so well after all. The exhibition was nicely lit but relatively dark. My two favorite pictures though are of the BMW M1 Pro car. One is the rear in front of the sofa and the other one is the detail of the exhaust pipe. Who has heard the car in real can understand why UHA's slogan, the hi-fi specialist, is stuck exactly above the exhaust. After we filmed every conceivable angle of the exhibition and were through with Tristan's video, we drove back home. I have added a link to Tristan's video in the description. So that's it for today. I hope you liked the video. Until next time, and don't forget to like and subscribe.